running back. Hello? That's the Jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bad, but I'm past that with an ass back. That's cash when the money fall. I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go. You don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money. I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gonna make you up like a limbo. She said she not.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Cleveland Browns. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
He's not going to get me.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
44, Mike, 44. Here we go.
On 2nd and 7, Rosen. He finds Taylor, complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Watch QB drop.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Alert. Let's make these
On 2nd and 9, Rosen. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Oh, what a juke into space. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kenyon Drake, 29 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Set. 180. Here we go, D. Check 13. Check 13. Check 15. Check 15.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pick.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 45-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Mayfield. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one a first down pickup of 8. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Got his man. That's Harry. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Off the draw, here's Michel. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Switch. Run. Watch the edge. Check 31. Start. 52 is the mic right here. Start.
The first carry for Josh Adams. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Patriots.
Mike, hey, watch the slant. Watch the
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback? Or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. First and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. From the gun, Mayfield steps away to his left. Touchdown, Patriots.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally marked down at the 23. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 23. Running, it's Drake. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On the run, this is Hunt. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield, flush to his right. Catch is made by Harry. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Check 52. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hey, alert 3. I got it.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that.
And got his man complete. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 78 yards. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 2nd and 11 now. Rosen, he finds his target, Beckham. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rosen, he'll find Taylor. That's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Rosen in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. From the gun, it's Rosen. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. That's good for 28 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Being chased out left. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Seibert able to knock this one through. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Well, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mayfield to throw it, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
He sets to fire deep. This is caught. It's a big play there for the Browns. 63 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They come out here in the eye. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. To throw again on second down, Mayfield.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over. Hey, Alpha. 18's moving. 18's moving.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down. Check.
After the interception, here's Rosen. Oh, Rosen is stripped to the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
No problem there on the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And now it's Rosen looking. It's caught. Becker. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Rosen in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hey, alert, alert. Hey, quarter.
On 2nd and 9, Rosen. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he completes it to Hunt. A gain of 37.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Drake. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion, Felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Denzel Ward.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Recon, 132, 5 yards.
On first down, Drake. And he's taken down inside the 30. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Undercrunch. Yes.
A run for Nick Chubb. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. Second and goal from the 1. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Kareem Hunt. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Stidham. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Let's go. Mike 51. Mike 51. Check.
Stidham, 3rd down from the gun. And he will find his man on the outside. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lamb. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This quarterback now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10. Now Stidham on first down. Stidham hit, and he lost it. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Drake will start the drive on the ground. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 3rd down, Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. With it is Brown. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And the ball is knocked out. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Olivier Vernon brings him down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
On 2nd and 9, Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Now Rosen looking to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And Rosen's actually going to throw it here. It's caught by OBJ. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
First down. First and goal. 5-yard line.
59, Mike to 59. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
They have 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo
exactly.
going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Stidham again here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Come on, set. 60-or. Hey, wahoo. Go, snap.
On 3rd down, Stidham. He's going to let it fly. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Patriots'
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week